Okay, so let's kind of take a quick little tour of what's going on in my kitchen garden in Zone 5A. This is at the city house, so it's a no-till garden. It's a mixture of raised bed, 5-gallon pail, and perennial. I do high density planting. Some of this looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna quickly try to get through like the highlights and kind of just show you what each bed looks like and go general overview. Okay, so let's hop right into that. First thing we have here is my red lake currant. It is netted off so the birds can't get after it. They are ripening, they're almost done. Honeyberry, done for the year. I have a grapevine back there that I just planted this year, which I have a few, so I'm not really going to cover them. I have on the outsides of my bed pumpkins. The middle here are potatoes, which they look like they've all been dug up, and honestly I do not need potatoes this year. I'm okay, we live in potato country. I'll just buy some, it's fine, because I'm not going to be able to just go out and buy okra, jelly melon, more okra. And then I have nasturtium as a backdrop. I have a couple of melons over there and one volunteer potato. I have one of my mature grapevines there and a rhubarb. Here in this bed, I do have dill to the left. These 3 squash plants are zucchini. I have a mixture of golden runner and red noodle beans. I have some okra. And then I have all my squash plants, vining squash back there, which I believe are spaghetti, butternut, honey nut, and then I have Kajari melons back there as well. Here in this bed, I have all of my peppers up front and center with a backdrop of red noodle beans and golden runners. These are mostly jalapenos and bell peppers. This is a jalapeno, I guess. These are actually not any jalapeno that I've ever seen. There are some light colored jalapenos that I could find on the internet like this, and I can't remember how they're called. But it's really freaking spicy, and it's not the banana pepper that I thought it might be. Surprise. In this corner, I have a couple of baby kale that I just planted not too long ago, and some strawberries. And then I also have all my cucumbers back here and some more dill. Here I planted this beast last year. It is a grapevine. I am not sure what variety, but I am going to get some grapes. And that to me is super exciting because I just planted like the bigger grapevines that I have are all planted last year. I have planted them in the past. The rabbits did not approve and wound up. Can we just admire the beauty of the foliage of this variegated Norway maple? Maple is my favorite, both in wood grain and tree and sap, and I like syrup, so like maples are my jam. So we're gonna keep moving on. I have more grapevines around the property, but that's not important today because they're not even close to being ready. I am, however, excited to find out what kind they are. So, okay, let's take a look at my driveway, which is some container gardens, 5-gallon pail, and a green stalk. First on the docket are peppers. I'm just thinking like a pack of my jalapeno seeds. See, these are really light colored as well. Are just a little different. I don't know. Pepper Jalapeno Gate 2023. I've seen that on some sites, and I'm not the only one affected. Here are some sweet bonnet peppers that I know because they are short. And then there's an okra. I have 3 beautiful ground cherries, and I do have, I have 1 or 2 of them are almost ready. See, this one will be ready tomorrow. I did, however, get 2 today, so I'm super excited about that. Don't mind the dogs. Here are all of my tomatoes. So here are all of my tomatoes. They are going to be string trained They are going to be string trained from the fence up. I did used to tie them up on here. I'm really not doing that type anymore. I'm just going to take some posts and put them in by my fence post, tie them to my fence post, and then I'm just going to run strings down from above. So there's that. Try something a little bit different this year. Here is my green stalk. She's looking fantastic and full. I primarily did herbs, beans, and lettuce in here. I have some thyme, rosemary, chamomile, or chamomile. I'm still dying. Because I have a feeling I'm just going to call it chamomile all the time, like wash your sister sauce. Here I have some cilantro, borage, and savory, dill, sweet basil, lemon balm, and cilantro. Or no, that's parsley and that's cilantro. They look the same. Sorry. I have a mix of yellow, green, and purple beans in the middle here. Then drop down to the bottom. I have some kale. And I have some lettuce. And did I put a tag in here? This is a free seed that I got from Baker Creek. It is called Mizuna. It does seem kind of bitter in my most humble of opinions. I haven't really given it like a solid shot yet, to be determined, so I'm not gonna recommend it yet. I figured I'd plant it and see how I liked it. We'll see. So anyways, the last of my perennial food it's around the front of the house. Some of you guys are gonna have a stroke, but I have some wonderful mint. It smells so good, tastes good, and guess what? Okay, so like people say mint's invasive. Yes, I'm not too worried about it. I've literally probably made $600 in the time that I've had this mint, just on chunks, selling handfuls of mint to people for $3 a piece. So I have sold a lot of mint. People come and buy it for just dehydrating, so, or propagating, but guess what? Works good. And look here, I have my chive plant, which I love very much. In the front of my house, I have 3 beautiful pear trees that I planted last year. This one has 1 tiny pear. This little guy doesn't have any pears. But this guy, however, has 5 beautiful pears. These are all 3 Bartlett pears. I'm so excited. I'm like dying. I do really like the perennial food idea. So anyways, my garden's doing really well. I did just start I did put all my food outside. It'll be 3 weeks ago this week, so it's been about 3 weeks, so it's really come a long way from the nothing that was there when I planted it. So I'm super excited about that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hopefully I'll get back to you guys in like July, or if there's any huge updates to share with you guys, I will definitely share. I can't wait to see what progress this garden makes. Like compared to the homestead garden, it is very behind. It's like a week and a half to 2 weeks behind the homestead garden, so it feels like miles and miles behind. Like last year this garden was miles ahead of the homestead garden, but I put all my time and effort into the homestead garden this year. This is just a bonus crop. So anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope to share some really awesome things. Let me know in the comments down below if you're part of Jalapeno Peppergate 2023 and how you've been affected. I've burned my mouth severely on taking a good solid bite of a jalapeno pepper. I think it's a jalapeno. It seems a little spicier, but I digress. I also don't normally just bite into them raw, so maybe that's my issue. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little garden update. Look at that beautiful thing back there. Her name's Matilda. I've been getting to hang out quite a bit in the last few days, ever since I realized that it wasn't starting because the kill switch was on. Anyways, I don't put the kill switch on. It must have gotten bumped. That's not like something that I do. Anywho, see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy planting.